but I'll start with the first one. I wrote this probably about 12 years ago, and I found my stuff in the front yard one day, and then all of a sudden I'm living in a garage apartment, and I'm thinking I'm not going to be able to see my kids as much as I want to, and I'm crying so hard my eyelids are overlapping, and I had the TV on, and the church, I had church TV going, and they started talking about Jeremiah 29:11, and you heard the words just now. God has good intentions for you.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
That's right.
and like I say, I was crying so hard my eyelids were overlapping. But when I heard them say Jeremiah 29:11, I said no. I said no, I'm strong.
That's all right.
And I got up and I wrote this song. It's called Liquor, Beer, and Wine. I told you once, I told you twice. Love like a liquor, beer, and wine. I cheat you every time, 'cause you can't run, you can't hide. Love is more than what you feel inside. You can't turn and walk away, because you want what you had someday. Yeah, love is more than a feeling. Ooh, and ooh la la. Ooh, na na na. Ooh, and ooh la la. Yeah, love is more than a feeling. Oh, if I had a dime for each and every time that you like liquor, beer, and wine, or let me high and dry, 'cause you can't run, you can't hide. Love is more than what you feel inside. You can't turn, walk away, because you want what you had someday. Yeah, love is more than a feeling. I said ooh, and ooh la la. Ooh, na na na. Ooh, and ooh la la. Oh, yeah, love more than a feeling. I told you once, I told you twice, that love like a liquor, beer, and wine. I cheat you every time, 'cause you can't run, you can't hide. Love is more than what you feel inside. You can't turn and walk away, because you want what you had someday. You get love more than a feeling. Ooh, and ooh la la. Ooh, na 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 na. Ooh, and ooh la la. I said love more than a feeling. Can't you sing? Say ooh, and ooh la la. Ooh, na 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 na. Ooh, and ooh la la. Yeah, love more than a feeling.
All right.
Let me come behind the song, Richard, because we want everyone to feel like
That's all
they're
right.
getting this on this.
My.
We don't want you singing. We want you to sing us a word, so somebody may have something to say behind every song. Because beer, liquor, and wine, y'all ain't never been to the beer stuff. But we ought to desire God in the same way we desired to go into these liquor stores on Friday, Saturday, and indulge ourselves in alcohol and marijuana and things that in the world, that we need to have a desire for God even stronger than that.
Amen.
And so we need to hear it. See, God had good intention with us, but let me ask you a question. what intention do you have for yourselves? See, it's not a surprise. Let me help y'all. It's not a surprise for God to have good intention for you. See, it's not shouting. That ain't nothing to shout about. Because God has great intention for you. But the question is, what intention do you have for you? Do you really expect to get to heaven? Or you just saying you're going? Are you just saying you're going? Or are you really trying to make sure you're on the right road?
Amen.
See, God wants you in heaven, but do you want to be in heaven?
That's all right. Teach.
See, that's what I'm trying to understand. See, that's what we're doing this for. We want you to think about, what do I want for me? I know what God wants. We just shout all about that. But that ain't the shouting word. The shouting word is when I look in the mirror in the morning time, when I go to when I start my day, I want to make sure if this is my last time, if this is my last day, I want to make sure that I haven't lived this last day in vain.
Amen.
I want to make sure that if I die right now, if I just drop it right now, I want to make sure that I'm going to wake up in the bosom of God.
Amen.
See, that's what I want to do. I don't know what drives you, but that's what drives me every day.
Amen. That's all right.
I'm not down here trying to waste my time trying to be all this. I'm trying to be one thing, right with God.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
So I want y'all to, come on now, I want y'all to think about this stuff. And when you have an opportunity, give us say something, because we want to know that we all on the same page. We all are on our way.
Amen.
Even the young folk need to look at us and say, you know what, I'm going to follow my mom and dad to Jesus.
Amen.
'Cause I don't know, they don't know the way, but if they follow us, they can find a way, can't they? Come on, man, give me another song. Come on, give me another song. Don't make me start singing that.
Take the good time.
Yeah, take good time.
This next song. This next song, I wrote it probably a couple of years ago. I just heard these two guys talking to each other, and I wasn't even in the conversation. I just heard one of them said to the other one, it's like, he said, "I'm killing myself in a very drunk way."
That's a word.
And I just made a mental note. It's like, oh, that sounds like a song. Yeah. And then not too long ago, maybe about 1 year ago, well, that's about 2 years ago. Those guys were talking about 1 year ago. I was at a next door neighbor's house and just kind of helping, because the lady, she was only about 50. She had drank herself to death. And her 18-year-old son was there, and he was blaming himself. He was crying so hard, he's blaming himself. And I told him, I said, man, it's not your fault. She wouldn't want you to feel it was your fault. That's really all I had to say, and I hope it helped. But with what that guy said a couple of years ago and what happened with that young man about a year ago, right after that, about a year ago, I wrote this song. It's called Pine Box Motel.
All right.
Killing yourself in a drunk way. You're killing yourself, killing yourself in a very drunk way. Used to laugh and sing, but not today. Used to laugh and sing, well, does it matter either way? You used to play the guitar, oh, but not today. You used to play the guitar, now there ain't no way. You're sticking your kids, oh, what will they say? cloud, you can rest assured. You checking in, you ain't checking out.
Oh.
And there's a vacancy. Killing yourself in a very dumb way. Killing yourself, killing yourself in a very dumb way. Why you killing yourself? Killing yourself in a very dumb way.
Woo! All right.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Now the question is, Bishop, the question is, I know I done talk way tonight.
That's fine.
But the question is, are we saving ourselves or are we killing ourselves?
All right.
Amen.
See, those songs are sung by you because those are the songs God put in your heart. Every song that God put in our heart has a meaning, has a spiritual meaning.
That's
And
right.
the question behind that is, that I'm hearing the song is, am I saving myself? Or am I killing myself?
Amen.
See, that same question applies to our daily life, people.
Amen.
Are we really on our way or are we just, going through emotion? But these songs that Richard is singing tonight, both of those songs have had a spiritual impact. I have got to search my own heart and say, you know what?
All right.
If I can answer that question honestly, am I killing myself or saving myself, then I can praise myself and say, you know what? I thank God that I have decided to save myself.
All right. Amen.
See, the Bible says that be careful
Yes.
about the life you save.
It might be
It might
your
be
own.
It could be your own life.
Amen.
So let's work hard on trying to save ourselves before we start trying to save somebody else. Amen.
Amen.
Anybody got a comment? Come on now. All right, Richard, it's on you again. You say I come to work with it.
Now, some of y'all know my grandson Jared.
Yeah.
He's played here. And part of this next song has to do with him. When he was 18 months old, his mom tried to drown him. His biological mom tried to drown him. And Sue was in the next room, and she just had this motherly instinct. Something was wrong. And she broke in there, and she saved Jared from being drowned. Anyway, Jared comes to me like 7 years later, and just the miracle that he came back to us.
Praise God.
We could talk 3 hours on that
Oh,
alone.
my God.
But I started teaching Jared at a very young age about the Beatles and just all sorts of musicians and artists, Stevie Wonder and Stevie Ray Vaughan, and you just go on and on. And we'd study them and we'd listen to their songs, and then we'd take the songs apart and analyze them. So I made sure that Jared had a very deep understanding of music and modern music and musicians. Think about now Stevie Ray Vaughan. He very late in his career beat drugs, and one of the few. And because Stevie Ray beat drugs, and Jared liked Stevie Ray very much, his music, but because Stevie Ray beat drugs and what Jared had to go through regarding drugs, Stevie Ray is Jared's hero.